Alright, welcome. So yes, welcome. So basically, in this wonderful individual reading, this will be for Capricorn. This will be for June 11th to June 18th of 2026. So you know what's going on for you, Capricorn. I understand we're going through in every single daily life that you're going through, and you have to understand about how it goes in that way. You need to understand that because there's always these ways you know what to do, and you think back and you say, you know, I need to know what to do. I need to understand it. I need to see what's going on, and you have to understand it. You have to believe it because in that way you think to yourself, "It's like, well, am I doing it the right way? Am I doing it correctly?" It's like that's how it goes. So you have to understand whether you have your own circumstances and you believe in yourself. It's like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this correctly? It's like you have to understand that because you have to believe in that understanding of know what to do, right? It's like that's how it goes. It's like you see yourself in one way or another and you think back and say, am I doing this right? Am I doing this correctly? It's like that's how it goes. But why would you say that? Why would you understand what's going on and say, all right, well, this is gonna be happening. This is how it goes. So you have to believe in that circumstance. And that circumstance will be, let's see what's going on here. So let's see. So you have the Queen of Wands yours is no charisma and the Emperor yours is no structure. So between these two, I understand what you're going through, Capricorn, but if you have no charisma, when you have no structure, it's like there's something that was happening. It's like there might be like a demolition, right? And you understand that. So when you have a demolition, and it means that it's going to be demolished. That's how it goes. You understand that, right? So whether if you have no charisma, that's what it's going to be, right? So you understand that because you have to pay attention, and that's what it's going to be, okay? So that's how it goes. But you have to understand whether you believe in this wonderful outcome. You understand what you're going through, right? It's the way of how it is because the way how this is. You understand that. So you have to understand. So you versus them in this situation, Capricorn, that's what it is in that way, because that's how it goes. So you understand what it is, but that's what it's going to be, okay? So let's see. So the way how this is, you're basically saying that you have the Nine of Swords, there's no drama here, okay? That's how it goes on your side. Now for them, they have the High Priestess, there's no inner voice, because they're not using their own voice. Okay, but what this is, no matter how this is going to be, in that way, you understand that, right? It's the way how you're going to build up your own situation. You have to know what you're going to do because that's how it goes. So you have to see it in a real feeling. You know how it goes, but that was going to be. You need to stick with the point, and that was the point is. So the way how this is, the way how you're going to see it, in the way of how it goes, you understand. So the way how this is, I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify your side first, Capricorn. Because the way this is how it goes. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. So I'm going to clarify the Queen of Wands is upright. There's charisma. So you might deal with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now for them, let's see what this High Priestess is about. Like Sagittarius, there's no romance. Okay, so the way this is, let me clarify this Queen of Wands here. Three Sagittarius, there's no celebrations. Ace Wands is upright. There's new beginnings. Four Pentacles is on prosperity about money, and Three of Swords is upright. There's heartbreak. Exactly. So you're feeling sad. You're whimpering. But Capricorn, you understand that. So whether if you are basically thinking that if you believe in another Gemini or Aquarius, you understand what you're going through. But what this is, if you believe about whether if you're into another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you understand what you're saying, right? So the way of this is, you understand what you're going through in that way, right? It's the way, that's how it goes. And that's what it's going to be. For them, they have the Nine Cups reversed. They have no romance here. Well, let me clarify that. Nine Cups, sorry, there's fulfillment. Queen Pentacles reversed is on prosperity about money. Five Swords, sorry, there's conflict. Exactly. So whether they're having conflict and you're having heartbreak, there's two different words to it, right? It's like you're basically saying that you are basically feeling sad, you're whimpering, and they are having revenge because they're having conflict. And when you are having conflict, no matter if you're going through that, it's basically not going to end well. But this is how it goes. So whether they are dealing with an generally occurs on themselves, that's what it's going to be. For you, you might be dealing with an generally occurs as well, but that's what it's going to be, Capricorn. That's what it is. So between you versus them in this situation, that's how it goes. So let me clarify this Three of Swords here. Temperature, you on healing, and for yours is no structure. Three of Pentacles is no excitement. Ten of Cups is no, there's incompletion, and Page of Cups there's loyalty. You want loyalty, right? You want loyalty. You want healing. You want respect, because that's how it's going to be. So whether if you might deal with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that's what it is. So whether if you say it in that way, that's how it goes. It's like, all right, this is how it goes. I need to do it in the right way, in the right perspective. That's what it's going to be. So whether you get to the point, that's how it goes. Because deep down in thought, you understand what you're going through, because that's what it's going to be. For them, let's see what this Five of Swords about. King of Swords is no support. Five of Swords, there's basically grief. Two of Swords, there's progress. Eight of Swords is no speed. Six of Swords is already there's movement. Exactly. So whether if they are having grief, whether they have no support, and they want movement, that's what they want, right? They're moving away from you, Capricorn. You want loyalty. They feel like, this has got to stop. But if they are having conflict and you don't like it, that's how it goes, right? So whether if you see it in one way or another, this is the way how it works, because you have to pay attention. So whether if they are being, dealing with another generally Aquarius, that's how it goes. So I'm clarify this Six of Swords. 6 ones is over their celebration, so they might deal with an Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is no endings, they're not focusing on Scorpio. 9 of Swords is no fear. 10 of Swords is no conclusions. Strength of Swords is no bravery, so they're being scared, right? So whether they're being scared, they think, well, this is how it goes, right? Being scared is not a good feeling, but the way of this is, it's not a good outcome, right? It's not how it is, because that's what it's going to be. They're clarified as Page of Cups on your side, Capricorn. Devil yours is no obsession, addictions. Queen of Cups over there's empathy. There's two sides of the story here. Ace of Pentacles yours is not prosperity about money. Eight of Pentacles yours is no perfection. Fool over yours is no change. Seven of Pentacles yours, you already have a career. King of Pentacles over there's prosperity about money. Hermit yours, you already have a soulmate. Five Pentacles yours, you're not feeling insecurity. Seven of Cups over there's a delusion. Exactly, you're having a deja vu moment. So whether you having a deja vu moment, Capricorn, that's what it's going to be. So whether you think to yourself like, this has gone way too far. I don't want to do this more. I quit. But necessarily, right? It's the way how it goes in that way, because deep down in thoughts, you don't know what to do. You have your basics. You have your basic needs, basic wants. That's how it goes, and that's what it's going to be. So whether you do like it or not, that's how it goes in that way. So let me clarify this 7 Cups here. Justice or you're telling the truth, Capricorn. That's what it's going to be. So whether you deal with an Libra as an air sign, that's what it's going to be. What's the strength card about? Those yours you're not making decisions. Okay, so that's what it goes along. Now, let me clarify this Justice card. Here, fans are you on guidance. Stories over their inspiration. Judgment story you're taking action. Furious there's no change. High praise there's no inner voice. Emperor there's no structure. Empress sorry there's nourishment. Exactly. So whether you might deal with another feminine as another female as a woman, Capricorn, or whether you just deal with it, that's what it's going to be. So whether it could be a masculine or a man in this situation, or a woman, you decide, right? That's what it's going to be, because you pay attention on what you're going through in that way. Now for them, they have the Lover's reverse, so let me clarify that. Where reverse is in completion, strength there, there's bravery, so they want to be brave enough. Just yours is not telling the truth, so they are lying about something. Interesting. While they're not telling you the truth, let me clarify that. Curious over there's progress. Empress over there's nourishment. Harmony reverse is no soul. They have a soulmate. High priestess, they're using a voice. Hangman is over they're showing their restrictions. Justice over they're taking action. Sun carries over there's positivity. Reverse is some expectations. Empress over they want structure. Word reverse is incompletion. Death carries over they want Scorpio because they're focusing on other endings. Temperance over they want healing. The devil is over there's obsessions, addictions. Exactly. So whether they want to be, bad enough, and they're saying bad language to you, Capricorn, you pay attention to them, right? You're basically saying that you don't want to pay attention to them, but vice versa, right? You're using that reverse psychology, right? And that's what it's going to be. So whether if you decide that, whether if you are basically saying that you're focusing on their Capricorn, go ahead, focus on their Capricorn. But you decide on that. You decide what you're going through in that way, because that's how it goes. You have to take it as one day forward, one day back, whatever it is. But you take it. You have to take the lead, and that's what it seems to be. So you understand that, right? Because whether you're focusing on this, from here on now, this whole entire equation, you understand that, right? So whether if you're not trying to let it go, that's what it seems to be in that way, okay? Now let's see what's going on in the middle of this situation. Queen Swords first, you're not showing your independence. Nine Pentacles first, there's no trust. Ace Pentacles first, there's prosperity about money. Two of Pentacles first, you're basically unbalanced. Six Wands first, there's no celebration. Ace Wands is over, there's new beginnings. Queen Cups over, there's empathy. So there's two sides of the story here. One makes sense, one doesn't make sense. You decide. But what this is, whether you're focusing on other, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that's how it goes. So you have to decide on whether you're going through a different perspective, but this is how it goes. You have to understand that, because you have to see both sides of the situation, right? That's how it goes. So, let's see what this universe is saying. I'm going from the middle to the right for them, middle to the left for you, Capricorn. Ace Wands forward, there's new beginnings. King Wands forward, there's passion. Death carriers, there's no endings. Hero forward, there's guidance. Six Cups first, there's no past. Ace Cups first, there's no satisfactory. Death carriers, there's no action. Eight Cups forward, there's introspection, so they might be entertainment. Nine Pentacles first, you're feeling uncomfortable. King Swords forward, there's knowledge. Strength cards forward, there's bravery. Six Wands forward, there's achievement, exactly. Two Wands first, there's no planning. Queen Wands forward, there's charisma. Four Swords reverse, there's no recuperation. Empress forward, there's structure. Sword reverse, there's no inspiration. Empress forward, there's nourishment. Four Cups is over, they want a distraction, that's what they want. Five of Wands, there's chaos. Exactly, that's what they are saying. Because they want chaos, they want distraction, they want things to be happening to them. Capricorn, it's like you don't want that to happen, but that's what it's going to be. So, whether they might do it in their Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that's what it seems to be. Because that's what it is. So, what's between the middle and the left for you, Capricorn? Page Pentacles first is on prospects. Taurus forward, there's transformation. Grief, Five Cups first is on grief. Nine Pentacles first is on trust. Hermit forward, there's solitude, so you're looking for a soulmate. Ace Swords first, there's no anxiety. Page Cups forward, you want loyalty. Hammer reverse, there's no restrictions. Turns over, you're healing. Five Pentacles first, there's no insecurity. Nine Cups first, there's no fulfillment. Seven Pentacles first, you already have a career. King Cups first, you want support. Exactly, that's what it's going to be. So, whether things are not going as planned, it's like you're saying to yourself, like, oh, it needs to be how it goes. It needs to be how it is, and that's what it's going to be. So whether you decide, whether they, whether if you want support and you want to be who you are, that's what it's going to be. But when you have no trust, that's how it goes. It's like, that's what it's going to be, right? So whether you decide on what you're doing, that's how it goes, Capricorn. So let's see what the universe is saying. Queen Pentacles, sorry, you want to show your independence. Exactly. So you need to show your independence because that's what it seems to be. And you have to understand that because that's what it is. Because in that way, that's how it goes. And you understand that. So, the universe is saying that you need to be provided to understand about having to show your own independence in many ways. And you understand that because in theoretical speaking, Capricorn, whether if you decide about you versus them in this situation, no matter if you're dealing with an Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you understand what you're going through. But the way this is, no matter how you're doing it in the right way, in the right, perspective, that's what it seems to be. Because, you think that everything is all writing, everything is all, beautiful. But the way this is like, no, it's not. No. So the way how this is, this is what it seems to be, Capricorn, because you understand that, because the universe will say it in one way or another. And, in my own way, my own definition is like, you need to approve yourself wisely to get a better view, right? That's what it seems to be. And you have to show your independence, because if you show your independence, if you want things to happen, that's how it goes. Because, the way of this is, you versus them, you pay attention, and you understand that. So, you understand what you're going through. But, the way of this is, there's always one way or another, and there's always a silver lining, and you have to pay attention to it, because that silver lining is at the end, and when it is, that's how it goes. So that's what it's going to be, but you have to pay attention. So I hope you all like this video. Try to give a like in the comment if you want, and this is how it goes, and I hope you enjoy it, and that's how it's going to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and see you next time I do, and that's how it goes. Thanks so much. Thank you. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and thanks. And have a nice day, and thank you and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye for now, and thank you, and